My name is David Habben, and I'm an illustrator and an artist and an educator, and I'm based in Utah. This year I'm using the actual Inktober list. I've done it for a long time now, kind of since it started. I don't know, this has got to be my fifth or sixth. My usual rule for myself is I do it traditional. I love drawing with the good fountain pen, and I have a nice one that my wife gave me. I'm trying out some new ink this year that makes it even better. I love it. I love drawing with it. I try not to do any preliminary sketches. I have enough time to look at what the daily prompt is, do a drawing, and then I move on. I start with the blank page and the pen and go from there. You know, sometimes I'll look up, like this one yesterday was bat. And I was like, oh, I don't even know how do I draw a bat? What does a bat look like? So I'll look at like a bunch of photos before I start, but then I just go straight in without any sketches. And so it's like what you see in the post is just as it is. I think a fun challenge to see what you can come up with without any safety net. I do think the ones that are most challenging are when it's like an emotion or like really kind of nebulous. Sometimes even just an action can be hard. Like day 2 was scurry. You know, of course everybody's like, oh, scurry makes you think of a mouse or something. I was like, well, how can I make this mouse interesting and show some movement in there? So there's like that bit of a mental challenge. But when it comes to stuff where it's really open-ended, those are the ones that I like, but they're also a little more time consuming because you have to kind of like give it some time to ruminate. I did see that today is scallop, I think. And I like that because that makes me think of some of the symbolism of that. So if there's like an object that's got fun symbolism, I usually get excited about that. You know, when I'm working with something like a fountain pen and I get fine line work, I'm really kind of subconsciously pulling from a lot of line artists, you know, that have existed for centuries, all the way back to engravings. So I've got this kind of textural line style that I love to use, sometimes really tight and really like dialed in, and other times really kind of sketchy and open. And then I also use ink with broad dry brushes and create abstract compositions and characters out of these really wide, scratchy rake kind of styles. I don't know, I feel like it's hard for me to pin it down a little bit, and I think I kind of like that a little bit, that I'm not super within one realm, within one little box. And I'm also starting a new workshop series called Destroy Your Sketchbook, where we encourage people to really dive into their sketchbooks and use it as a safe space to create anything you want, to make mistakes, to use it as a visual diary. We're doing an AIGA Design Week event for that. You can find me on Instagram at Habben_illustration and at Destroy Your Sketchbook, and on Twitter at Habben_draws. I do my illustrative commissions with the Bright Agency. You can connect with them on my website. I love Inktober, and I also know that from my own experience, you got to do it in a way that works for you. What I love about the Inktober idea is that you're creating something every day. And so I hope that people approach it with that mindset of like, what can I make today? What can I create today?